What's up, Gator Nation? What's up, RollinwithCarlos family? I appreciate the support. And today we're going to talk about a Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket that was a former Florida Gator commit. And he's going to be entering the transfer portal for Peter Thamel. Will he be following the new offensive coordinator, Buster Faulkner, the new offensive coordinator of the Florida Gators, Buster Faulkner, to Gainesville? This young freshman also redshirted at Georgia Tech, so he still has 4 years of eligibility and was formerly a commit to the Florida Gators before he flipped to Georgia Tech. So I wonder, and I believe he's going to enter the transfer portal, and he, to me, in my opinion, has an 85% chance, 90% chance to land in Gainesville because the new OC of the Florida Gators is Buster Faulkner, which was the former OC of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets during the 2025 regular season. I'm going to go ahead and read to you this article from a friend of the channel and Gators SI reporter, Cam Parker, that goes into that thought of Payne Joseph possibly entering the transfer portal and possibly going to Gainesville after all. This is going to be very interesting, guys, and the aspect that he was a former Florida Gator commit, and he might be going to Gainesville after all because Buster Faulkner has become the offensive coordinator of the Florida Gators. And the title that Cam Parker decided to put on this article is Former Gators Offensive Line Commit to Enter Transfer Portal. The former Gators commit played under new offensive coordinator Buster Faulkner at Georgia Tech. A former Florida Gators commit has announced plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal, and there's familiarity with the new staff. Georgia Tech's true freshman offensive lineman, Payne Joseph, will enter the transfer portal when it opens on January 2nd. According to Audrey's Pete Nakos, Joseph will have 4 years of eligibility remaining after redshirting in 2025. Joseph was previously committed to the Florida Gators from February 18, 2024 until April 18, 2024, and was promptly predicted to flip to rival Florida State. He eventually did so on July 4th that year and remained committed for the entire season. However, days before early signing day in 2024, Joseph flipped his commitment to Georgia Tech and signed with the Yellow Jackets on December 4th. Joseph was a 4-star recruit and rated as the number 19th interior offensive lineman by 24/7 Sports at the time of his signing. While there's familiarity with the program due to his brief commitment under former head coach Billy Napier, there is now even more familiarity with the program under new head coach Jon Sumrall. Sumrall's new offensive coordinator, Buster Faulkner, was previously the offensive coordinator at Georgia Tech for the last 3 seasons, including Joseph's lone season with the program. It should also be noted that Faulkner's offensive line at Georgia Tech, Deep Wade, is an offensive lineman at Georgia Tech, is expected to go to Nebraska. The offensive line coach, sorry guys. It's unclear if Florida will target Joseph, but the Gators have needs on its offensive line with 3 starters in center Jake Slaughter and guard Damon George and tackle Austin Barber, as well as backups Cameron Waits and Demond Manuel, all exhausting their college eligibility. Florida recently signed 6 offensive linemen in its 2026 recruiting class. 5 of them are on scholarship. 4-star tackle Tyler Shaquille, 3-star tackle. Denarby Carr, 3-star tackle. Chandler Campbell, and 3-star tackle. Jabari Lucas, and 3-star guard. Desmond Green. During Monday's introductory press conference, Sumrall said he wants his offensive line to play with a demeanor that's nasty. He also gave brief details into his portal plans, which include using the portal to fill gaps in the roster rather than build the roster. Ultimately, retaining players on the current roster is his first priority. It starts with our current team. I just got a chance to meet with those guys. Retention in these days of college football world is the most important thing to build a team. He explained. We need those guys to stay. That's the first recruiting effort I have. The NCAA transfer portal officially opens on January 2nd before closing on January 16th. The Gators have no players announced plans to transfer, but some attrition is expected with the coaching change. Guys, this guy is a mauler. He likes to get to the second level. He needs to work on some of his footwork, but he is a mauler and he's a big dude. If he comes to Gainesville and eventually shows up in Gainesville, like originally, the original staff that was recruiting him, and he shows up in Gainesville, he's going to be a big piece of the Jon Sumrall transfer portal class and his transitional class. I think that he'll be a good piece for the first class and transfer portal targets in terms of Jon Sumrall's first year at Florida. And I think this would be a good get for the Florida Gators. Leave me your comments down below what you think. Do you think Peyton is going to end up here, or do you think he's going to end up in another school? Like always, I appreciate your support. Share this out to everybody. Let me know your thoughts. How many transfer portal targets do you think Coach Sumrall is going to go after? And is Peyton going to now be a Gator for real this time? Let me know what you think. And like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and go Gators.
Enjoy